As we reported on Tuesday, one of the daughters of a woman believed to have been murdered by a serial killer in Winnipeg has filed 2 human rights complaints. Cambria Harris filed the complaints on behalf of her mother, Morgan Harris, and other Indigenous women, accusing the Manitoba Progressive Conservative Party and the Manitoba Government of discriminating against them. Cambria Harris joins us now in studio. Cambria, the Progressive Conservative Party ran part of its recent election campaign on its commitment not to search the landfill for your mother and others, and nobody in the party seems to want to be held accountable for that. What kind of harm did this do to your family and Indigenous peoples in the city?
The harm that the election campaign had brought upon not only my family but the Indigenous community and broader Manitoba and Canada was something disastrous, and it was very, very distressing. It was sending a very clear message that if anyone in the future had ever gone missing and for whatever reason they ended up in a landfill, that the Progressive Conservative Party was not going to search for them. And that's a very disturbing and a very sad message to send out to everybody.
And the other human rights complaint is against the current Manitoba government for not funding a search. The NDP government, including Premier Wabkanu, is saying this is going to get done. Do you still have concerns it won't happen?
No, it's not that I don't have concerns it won't happen. I do believe that we will get the search started. It's just a matter of the fact that there has been such a lack of progress over the last year, and it's not what government did what, it's not what the previous government did or the new government, it's the matter of the fact that the landfills need to get searched at the end of the day, and along the line there does need to be accountability for all levels of government.
And we understand the latest feasibility study on searching the landfill is complete. What can you tell us about the findings of that?
So the Cernak report was we had a 90-day timeline to finish that, and what it entails is how exactly we are going to search the landfill and what funds are needed, where those funds are going to go, how many team members we're going to need, exactly what kind of roles are going to be out there for who works there, what's going to be in the search facility, and all those sorts of details, and how Morgan Harris and Mercedes Myron ended up from a bin to a landfill, and why it's dire to search it, and the amount of distress that it is going to cause on not only the families but the community if you do not.
And what does it say to you that more than a year after Winnipeg police let it be known that this is likely where your loved ones are, that a search has still not begun?
It's frustrating. It is absolutely frustrating because the families shouldn't have ever had to have taken on this kind of work in the first place. Never in the history has a family ever been asked to present a feasibility study or present document after document to prove that finding their loved one is feasible. And that in itself is very distressing, to have to continuously re-traumatize yourself. And so I guess it's just important that families need to be protected during this process, and 1 year later, families are still sitting here asking the same thing, and we're pushing forward regardless, but that's why it's important to continue to sit here and have these conversations.
Absolutely. Well, we'll have to leave it there, but thank you so much for taking some time for us today.
Thank you very much.